Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep, and I can see you. Can you see me?
I can see you.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
All right, Brother Kwacha Simwaka, why don't you just start and update our church first, personally, about you and your family.
So yeah, we are the Simwakas. We have 4 daughters. The firstborn is Shirley. She's 7, and then we have Charlotte, who's 5, and then we have Magnolia, who's 3, and the little one, Violet, who's 1. And we serve in South Africa in a small city on the northern part of South Africa.
And you went out to study at Masters, right, with our dear brother Jack McDonald, our very own.
That's correct. It was fun. We were roommates.
I was going to say, you guys were roommates, right? And so you have a lot of stories probably that you could share with us at some point. So now you said, I kind of interrupted you. Go ahead. Tell us specifically what kind of stuff you're doing in South Africa. You said you were working at a training center, but go ahead.
There's 2 things that we're involved. First, we are part of the local church there. And in the local church, we are involved in different ministry. One of the ministry that we essentially were part of starting it when we moved out there was young adults. And it's kind of one of those things that it's a small city, and most of high schoolers, when they graduate, they end up going to big cities. But once they finish their college, they come back. And so we noticed that in the church, we had a lot of young adults that needed some sort of like shepherding. So we started working with them. And then we also were involved in helping out with children ministry, because there was also a need in that area. And then involved in adult Bible study. And so that's the church side, but also our focus on the other side was on training local churches, realizing one of the greatest need here is strong churches. And we came here to do that very thing, to strengthen churches. And so we realized what a better way to do that other than training local pastors. Now, one of the things that's unique with our training center is that we give these guys a high level of training that they would probably get in other places. The only difference is that they would pay a lot of money. And most of the pastors we work with, they come from a poor kind of background. So the churches can't sustain the pastor himself, let alone to send him to a school. And so what we do is we provide them basically with everything. They pay a little bit, but not much enough. But we provide the resources, we provide accommodation, and many other things that they need, food. And then, in that way, they're able to come and they're well trained at the same level as anybody else who goes to the other school, even probably much better, because we are more disciple, kind of mentor, kind of oriented. And for all that, that's the thing, for that to happen, it's been due to prayers of you guys out there.
That's awesome. So what you're saying basically is you're giving a master's seminary level education at an extremely affordable rate for guys to be able to go, and then sending out trained pastors into South Africa to lead churches, to serve, and to shepherd souls. That's incredible. It's a great strategy. It's a great thing for us to be a part of, and we're blessed by the privilege of joining you with that. What are real fast, briefly, a couple or a few, 2, 3 prayer requests that we can stick in people's minds, are going to walk away with and say, when I pray for the Simwakas, I'm praying for this, 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 and I know that's going to be something that they need. Do you have anything in mind you could share with the church?
Yeah, I think for one thing is for the school side, you can be still praying that with our students, we've been hit by challenges with the COVID and all that. Most of our students, everything that we do it's online. And so a number of them have challenges with even getting data they can't manage. So we as a school have been trying to provide for that. So you can pray that the Lord will just continue to supply for that. The other thing is just the challenges of most of these people. They're in the places where internet is a little bit trouble and all that. So I think it's just wisdom on the faculty, like in terms of to be wise and to be diligent and to be more, kind of aware of how we can help the students even on from that distance. So that's kind of one of the prayer requests. For us, is just praying as a family. Right now is just trying to get back to South Africa, that the Lord will provide a way to do that with our papers, and continue praying. Otherwise, can pray for my wife Amanda. She's been having some issues with that, but recently the Lord has been so gracious to keep her in a very good remission status. So, but those would be like a good prayer.
Great. Well, we will keep that in prayer. Absolutely. Well, we love you. We're praying for you. We're behind you guys. We're thankful for your ministry. We're excited to hear more. We'll do this again and continue meeting, doing more of these updates when you're back in our neck of the woods. It'd be great to have you come by in person, meet the church, and go from there.
Thank you.